Hello, and thank you for tuning in to this episode of Animals and Ames. My name is Ron Edwards. I'm the Animal Control Supervisor here for the Ames Animal Shelter and Animal Control Program. Our first guest with us today is Maxwell, Max for short. Max was actually surrendered to us just 2 days ago, so he's still kind of adjusting to the shelter environment. Well, thank you for that kiss. By the time this episode airs, I'm sure that Max is probably going to be adopted, but we wanted to give you that opportunity to see a beautiful, highly adoptable dog here at the Ames Animal Shelter. Max, actually, they did a DNA test on him, and he is actually a German Shorthair Pointer and, thank you, a Australian Cattle Dog, sorry. That is his two primary breeds that make up his mix here. So he is definitely a beautiful mix. Nice brown, brindle, and white coloring here. But just a really sweet-natured dog. As soon as he came in the door with his owner, he immediately came up to us and was wagging his tail and excited to see us, and just seems to be like a really great dog. Unfortunately, the owner had two other dogs, and the third dog was just a little too much for her. So a really good home environment that he came from. Great owner, but just knew that it was too much to have the three dogs in the home. So we appreciate when people make those decisions because it's in the best interest of the dogs, and she made that good decision. So again, Max will probably be adopted before the show airs, but wanted to show you some of the dogs that we get in and remind people that if you look on our website, which is amesanimalshelter.org, that's updated every 15 minutes. So if you're in the interest of looking for a dog, a cat, a rabbit, a guinea pig, you want to keep an eye on our website because that's updated every 15 minutes. So when Max came in, within 15 minutes of him being here, his picture was up on our website showing that he was available for adoption. So because we have such a high demand for these guys, especially the dogs, they get adopted really quick. So kind of in between shows, we do a lot of dog adoptions, and sometimes they never make it to be on TV, but if you keep an eye on our website, you'll be able to see them. So if you're interested in Max or some of the other dogs, come on down here to the Ames Animal Shelter. And our next two guests today is Edward and Ollie. Edward is the long-haired guinea pig here, and Ollie is the short-haired white and brown one here. They are bonded buddies here at the Ames Animal Shelter. They are guinea pigs that love their green veggies, and that's something that's really important to their diet. So we always recommend people that are considering adopting guinea pigs or rabbits to do a lot of research before you come down to the shelter. We want to make sure that we're sending them to appropriate homes that are going to provide all the love, the care, and the specific needs that these guys have. Guineapigmanual.com is an excellent website that gives a lot of resources, information about guinea pigs, how to care for them, make sure that they're getting the right quality food, their vegetables, playtime. And because these two are bonded buddies, we want to make sure that they are adopted together. So we do a 2-for-1 adoption on these guinea pigs. We'll also love to talk to people that are interested in guinea pigs. Maybe it's your first pet. They make great first pets. They're pretty well contained if you get the appropriate size cage for them. And our recommendation is that you always get the biggest cage possible for these guys to make sure they have lots of room to run and play and exercise. That's so important for their well-being. So as you see here, they're just really enjoying this is their cilantro and parsley. They're just really enjoying this. This is actually their second serving today, but we knew they would do this on show, so we thought we'd give them some treats to be on camera today. Edward here, the long-haired, does need to be brushed. He also, in the back, his rear end, you might want to occasionally clip his hair back there to help keep him clean and sanitary. With the other one, you don't really need to do much, but brushing them is a good way to bond with them, to show them how much you care and that you're a nice person and you're going to be gentle and easy with them. So it's always good bonding technique to brush them on a daily basis when you're spending time with them. So if you're interested in these two little special guys, they must be adopted together. Come on down to the Ames Animal Shelter. We'd love to introduce you to them and talk to you more about guinea pigs and what it really takes to have these little guys, because they are little special creatures. that do deserve special care and treatment, and we want to make sure that they're getting the best home possible. So come on down to the shelter, and we'd love to introduce them to you. And our final guest for today is Cookies and Cream. We call him Cookies for short. He is one of the 13 cats that came in from the Greenbelt Humane Society since we opened up Kitty City. You may remember if you watch previous shows, that's our community cat room where the cats live in a cage-free environment until they get adopted. Well, Cookies is one of those really special kitties that gets to live in that room while he waits for his forever home. So a really nice cat here from the Greenbelt Humane Society. They're in Alden, Iowa. We're glad to partner with them. They're one of our good partners that we work with to try to find homes for these very special and deserving animals. So this one, Cookies and Cream, is available for adoption. Again, he's one of 3 cats that are left over from the original 13. So 10 of the cats have been adopted from Kitty City, and that's exactly what we wanted to accomplish with that community cat room, was to give those cats a cage-free environment where they can live, and just while they're waiting for their forever homes, they're in a much more stress-free environment. They're not in a cage, and they're in a place where they're getting to know each other and other cats. So it really helps us with these guys. So again, this is Cookie. He's available for adoption here at the Ames Animal Shelter. Well, that's our show for today. That's 4 very special animals here that's at the Ames Animal Shelter. And of course, all the animals that are here are special, and they're all waiting for their forever homes. I wanted to mention some recent adoptions that we've had lately. For dogs, we had Hugo and Sasha. They were dogs that we featured on the last episode. And they're all at new homes, and we hear that they're doing really well, getting along with the family and other pets in the home. So we're just really excited to hear what those 2 especially. And then Rango, who was also on the show, he is currently on an adoption hold and may be going home today. So very happy to see all of those dogs get adopted here through us. And cats, we've had some really exciting cat adoptions. You may remember the episode of Mac. He is our poster child kitty for not declawing your cat. We had a very special gentleman come in that went through the adoption process and really kind of fell for Mac's story and what happened to him, and how he's lived with pain throughout his entire life because of his declaw surgery. So Mac, we understand, is doing wonderful in his new home. He's getting his daily pain medication to help deal with some of the issues from the declaw surgery when he was just 2 months old. And now he's almost 12 years old, I believe. So it's a long time that this cat's been living with pain. Hopefully now that's all under control, and Mac's going to be very happy in his new home with his new dad. So really excited about him. We've also had Tulip adopted. She's been on this show. She was a long-term resident here at the shelter. And we also had 2 of our barn cats that were adopted. So those are feral cats that can't be adopted into a normal home. They were adopted into a barn environment where they have a nice place to get out of the rough weather that we have here in Iowa, and have complete access to food and water and love. And although they may not want to sit on your laps, they still need love and attention, and make sure that we're caring for them. So very happy for those guys. We also have 17 cats that are still available here for adoption. So as of the taping today, we have 17 cats waiting for their forever home. 2 sets of bonded pairs. So if you're looking for 2 cats that we know get along together, we have 2 sets right now. We also going to be we're doing some work in Kitty City. So many of you know that's our community cat room. I mentioned that earlier, and that's where Cookies is from, our community cat room. We had some volunteer groups, the group that Students Helping Shelter Rescue Animals, actually, SHRA. They're with Iowa State University. It's an amazing volunteer group. They came in and did a lot of chores. They gave us the base paint for Kitty City this last weekend. This coming weekend, we're going to have somebody come in and paint a mural in there. So kind of with that Kitty City theme and going along with that. So a lot of neat things really happening here at the shelter. We'll make sure that we show you on the next episode a picture of that room and show you what Kitty City's turning out to be. And again, we've had 10 adoptions just in a very short period of time from that room. So if we have more rooms for kitty cities, we would have that, and hopefully get more cats into loving homes. So thank everybody for watching, and keeping an eye on our website. As I mentioned earlier, very important to see animals that are available for adoption. Thank you for watching today.